get the female species attention to then have the best chance to reproduce. Now let's take it to men.
With somebody, and every time you're around them, and every time y'all hang out, you gotta fight their spouse.
You call your come run a fade before your even come.
Only thing that you can expect from most, not all, most.
Other up or a way that tears someone down. And I do want to say a few things about the men. They deserve our love, they deserve our respect and our admiration.
You got men in your DMs right now you can respond to and give a chance. The thing is, you don't want to settle. So as long as you are steadfast.
Social media has convinced a lot of people that they have more options than they actually do. Stay with me, because what social media has done is that it created the illusion of unlimited access. You can scroll past hundreds of attractive people in a few minutes. You can get attention from strangers, likes, comments, DMs. And after a while, that starts to trick people psychologically. It makes people feel like they have endless choices. But here's the reality. Access does not equal options. Just because someone likes your picture, just because someone watches your story, just because someone sends a DM, does not mean that that person is a real option for your life. A lot of these people are just spectators. And what social media has done, it made people believe that there's always something better around the corner. So instead of investing in something real, people keep scrolling, keep comparing, keep wondering if there's a better option. And the result is that a lot of people are surrounded by attention, but starving for real connection, because options on a screen are not the same as people who are actually willing to build something with you in real life. And when someone believes that they always have endless options, they stop valuing the people who are actually present in their life, which is why so many relationships today struggle with commitment, not because people don't want love, but because social media keeps convincing them that there might always be someone better one swipe away. And sometimes that illusion keeps people from appreciating the real opportunities that are already right in front of them. And remember, God does not miss.
Do we have any women here that want to come up? I was going to ask a female a question here.
What do you want?
Okay, so you think women should vote?
Yeah, and you're saying that we're less intelligent? Why?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What is a selective service?
Men are drafted over the age of 18. They're required to serve.
Now, do women have to enroll in it?
No, but it doesn't
That's
mean
why you guys shouldn't vote. Women have less of a skin in the game, but have all the same privileges and rights as men with less responsibility.
What the did you go through, man?
I will ask my man to do anything for me, but I swear to you, the moment that he asks me to do anything, I'm irritated. And it could be the simplest task, like, oh, could you rinse this cup out for me because you're right there by the sink? Pissed. Instantly pissed. Or, oh, could you go hand me a towel because I forgot to grab it? Why the would you not grab that towel?
I guarantee that while you were watching that video, you made a face similar to the one that I made. And at some point, you said, ew. That woman hates that man. Every night he's sleeping next to someone that hates his guts. So much so that she wanted the whole internet to know it. She got on the internet so she can tell everybody how much she does not like him. She's probably only with him because there's something that he's providing for her that she cannot provide for herself. And the day when she's able to get it done for herself, she's gonna leave his ass. And I hope that day comes fast, because that man needs to be set free from the hatred that he's dealing with.
A lot of women are upholding the patriarchy these days, whether they think so or not, especially the ones who say they want protector-provider men, because all a patriarchy is a system where men hold majority positions of power, which often means they make more money. And although the girls don't want that in society, right? They're like, I want to be equal to men, have the same money, opportunities, job, success. But in the dynamic of a relationship, that changes completely. They want a man who makes more than them. They want a man who pays for everything. They want a man who is assertive and is a leader and takes charge, so that way they can turn their brain off and just be a girl. That is a patriarchy, ma'am. You want a patriarchal relationship. And I don't even say that as a diss. Like, I don't think patriarchy is this big, bad boogeyman that the feminists are making it out to be. Nor do I think it needs to inherently be oppressive, right? Because then a matriarchy would also inherently be oppressive towards men. And I think both of those systems can exist without the oppression. Now, of course, humans are flawed, and we haven't found out a way to successfully do that other than our modern society that we have now. But now that we have this modern society, stop asking for the men to do all of the things. If you don't want them to have the power, don't ask them to spend the money. That only makes sense.
And I see why Dominican women be like, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. Why the would anybody want to be a black woman? They are just the disgraces of the world. Every time I'm on this app, it is some. Every time I'm out in public, it is some. And you're like, those are isolated events. No, they're not. This is what the you are. Like, this is what the they are. Like this, there is no changing them. There is no controlling them. There is no nothing. They will always be the way that they are, which is a hot demon mess. These thrive in nothing but demon time. Like, literally, they live and thrive in demon time. Like, how can your soul even be on that type of time every single day, every hour of the day? Except for some of you have some common sense when you get to work. Some of y'all don't even got that. Some of them, they don't even give no customer service. Like, you don't want to be here, you don't be here. Even the nurse today, a nurse was being hella rude, just hella attitude. I'm like, you came in here with a full face of makeup, them ugly lashes, and I should report you for having on nails. First off, let's start with that. And you're giving hella attitude for someone asking you when's the next time they get their payment. If a mother pain, they're going to say, hey, instead of being like, every time somebody calls, and she go in the room and let it be known that she's annoyed. Like, she makes it known. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not Dominican women who, whatever the else, even Jamaican women. I see why the y'all don't want to associate with black women. I see why. I don't even want to associate with these motherfuckers no more. Every time I go somewhere, every time I look, even right now at the Pretty Ricky concert, why are y'all fighting at a Pretty Ricky concert? It ain't no cry mob, nuck if you buck or nothing. It's literally an R&B concert. Why are you so hyped right now? Like, I don't know. You and
okay, is crazy. That's a crazy word to use.
I think it's a valid word to use.
Huh?
I think it's a valid word to use.
That's crazy. Take my Instagram or my number or something.
Okay. Do you like house music? No!
You like house music? I like house music.
Oh, you're just saying that! Okay. I followed you.
But I got you. Nice to meet you.
A lot of these men say staying single was the most peace that they've ever felt. And that's saying anything and everything. That's saying all of it. This is the most peace I've felt ever. A modern woman has come into my life, destroyed it so much, giving me grief. And once I've removed this woman from my life, it's nothing but peace, quiet, peace and quiet. You don't think that's a problem? You don't think that's a problem?
Since we're talking about raising children, who the was raising all these women to be disrespectful to men? To jaw off at the mouth and talk crazy to any they come across? Do y'all know that some heads ain't screwed on right? Some don't give a if you a man or a woman. They'll beat your ass. Women need to understand, if you saying something to a man that will get a man's ass beat for saying it, you shouldn't be saying that. I'm gonna teach my daughters that exact thing. Cause you don't know what a might be thinking. These be unstable. You calling a YN a might get you slapped. I don't know what be going through your heads. Like, there's going to be no consequences for your actions. And then as soon as the hit you one time and you let that slide, he going to keep whooping your ass. So there is no reason for you to ever disrespect a man in that way. The best thing you can do is not say to that. If you upset with a man, give him the silent treatment. That will do way more than disrespecting him. Because men don't know how to deal with that. Because they know women are emotional. And if you don't get emotional with them, that fucks their head up.
This is exactly what I teach. Watch this.
Hey, would you be up to going out to eat tonight?
Not tonight, sweetie. I really want to finish this stuff up.
Okay, no problem. Wait, are those your welds?
Yeah, why?
Those are really nice.
Thank you.
That's really impressive.
You know, I do what I can, you know?
Well, we'll figure out something for dinner. I'll let you get back to work.
Well, you know, I could probably stop for a little while. We could go to town and grab something to eat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Glad you thought of that. I'll go get ready.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, the superpower that all women have. I like to call it feminine communication. She wanted to be taken out to dinner, but instead of getting fussy over his answer, she complimented and acknowledged his efforts. This triggered something in his mind called reciprocity. He received something that he needed, which is to be understood and respected, and now he naturally wants to give back what she needs. And this is not out of obligation or pressure, but out of free will. It's a balanced cycle of giving and receiving between two people. And that's the power of becoming a queen that knows how to inspire her man to rise up to his full potential. If you want to learn how to communicate at this level, I created a free class explaining how to get there. Comment class and I'll send you the link.
The real reason why you don't want to answer the question is because most black women will be disqualified. That's why. Notice how he turns it around on the brother. Notice that. Let's continue.
Because single moms ain't for every man. You gotta have a certain level of responsibility, character, and intention. Let me tell you something. Single moms scare off men without mother attention.
Stop right there. So notice how it's all about duty. Remember when I said before, I got a video now, it's on Instagram and TikTok, it's got like gazillion views, went mega viral. I said the only thing that you can expect from most black women, remember what I said here, Mita May, look at me, pay attention. I said the only thing that you can expect from most, not all, most black women are problems and work. And listen to what this brother says. He's saying what I'm saying. He didn't say you can have great fun and vibes, great sex, lots of fun. No. It's work. Why should a man sign on for that? When there's no work, no fun, no joy, no... And we already know that black men in marriages have less than all other races of groups of men. We know this. So why should he sign on for that? It was the guy that came before that got all the vibes and got all the great. And what do you get? Problems and work. Back to the tape.
Let's be real. Some women want the benefits of having a good man without the responsibility of being a good woman. You want the princess treatment. They want to be loved, respected, cherished, adored. They want all their needs to be met, but will disrespect that man at the first sign of what they consider to be weakness. Oh, he can't show any emotion. He can't talk to her and share his day. Oh, she don't have time for that. He can't let her know when things are getting rough for him, mentally, physically, emotionally, and don't let it be financially. Yet she wants him to carry that weight no matter what. But what happens when it's time for the woman to be there for her man? What happens when that man needs that woman to really be there for him? When he needs her lap to be his sanctuary? What about when he just needs her to let him know that whatever he's going through, she's got his back. It's gonna be all right. Because he's human too. He has emotions too. He's emotional too. So we gotta stop acting like he's supposed to have all the answers all the time. The important thing is, whether he has the answers or not, whether he's perfect or not, he does his best to make sure she's all right. Shouldn't she do the same? I mean, you can't call somebody your partner and then you not be part of that partnership. Just think about it. I love you. Be well.
If you are a man in public, give us some space. If you see a woman, just give us some space. I don't care if you're the nicest man on the planet and you have the best intention.
I don't know who all these women are because the vast majority, if not every single woman I've spoken with, wants to be approached in public again, wants to be approached in public again, wants to be approached in public again.
First of all, your mama.
Well, I just had to make a quick video on this because I've seen a girl on here, Nat's video, I just made it, and I was like, I need to speak on this. That new trend, see him, wanted him, stole him, had a girlfriend, stole him. What the how on God's earth is that a trend? How is it cool and a trend seeing one of them had a girlfriend stole him? If you are that girl, okay, if you are that girl that speaks to someone in a relationship, knows they're in a relationship, knows they're married, anything like that, unfollow me and you're a skank. Because women like that make me feel physically sick. And if this triggers you and you're watching it, have a word with yourself, sweetheart, because you're just all sorts of wrong.
I don't think modern women understand how much they're actually ruining dating. A lot of these guys stopped asking women out, and their weekends got instantly better. Their lives. Free time, I have money, I can spend it on myself, I can go on a trip if I want to. I can take a couple of days of PTO and make it a 4-day weekend. Don't tempt me if there's a holiday weekend coming up. What? Don't have to spend it on a woman? Man, please.
Just because are in relationships don't mean they mother happy. Do you know how many people right now in relationships unhappy as You know how many people in relationships right now wish they was single, but they ain't got the power to walk away? So here you are complaining about being single because you got high standards. It ain't like you single because you ain't a catch. You and I both know if you wanted a man, and it doesn't matter what the quality of a man is, you can have one. You got men in your DMs right now you can respond to and give a chance. The thing is, you don't want to settle. So as long as you are steadfast to not settling, I believe your blessing will come. But it will not come if you fill your bed with a man you know is beneath you. The hard part about having standards is nobody told your ass how hard it would be to maintain them. How you gonna be looked at like the black sheep of the dating world simply because you got standards. Because for every you that got standards, is 4 or 5 dusty women that don't.
I will always say that we need to normalize obesity.
No, we don't. And we shouldn't, because unfortunately, more than half of the populations of most of the countries in this world are already obese, which unfortunately can lead to many very serious health problems and many people leaving this world before their time.
Because people always say, like, it's not okay to be obese, but it's okay to be chubby, it's okay to be thick, it's okay to be plus size. No, those are all versions of obese.
Yes, those are all words that some individuals use to describe someone who is technically obese, but they don't want to say the word.
And it's okay to have those bigger sizes, because people don't really care about health, they care about how weight is distributed.
No, in point of fact, a great many people actually do care about their health. That's why they strive so hard to not be obese. And yes, I do understand that there are medical conditions which can make it very difficult for a person to lose weight. However, that is the exception and not the rule.
It's okay to physically be obese, no matter how your weight is distributed. And I feel like people throw around medical terms like obese as an insult when it shouldn't be.
And it's not, because being called obese is honestly just a statement of fact. But a lot of people probably won't like that.
We're going to talk about communication and how we communicate with our men and each other as well. But most of the time, we can take this mouth and we can really just tear a man down with our attitude, with our words. It's okay to disagree. It's not okay if you communicate in a way that does not build each other up or a way that tears someone down. And I do want to say a few things about the men. They deserve our love, they deserve our respect and our admiration, whether they're our sons, our brothers, our father, and maybe their actions don't always deserve respect, but we should not respond in kind. The Bible says to not render railing for railing. It simply means don't render evil for evil, but to respond in an opposite way.
Women are not equally important because they don't do the equal
Men
work.
are equally important.
Men have invented the majority of the inventions. Men have started Fortune 500 companies. Men do the majority of the infrastructure job. Men produce 90% of the world's stuff.
Who's changing the diapers? Who's
not
raising
women, they're
the
not
children?
having kids.
After
Women aren't
working
having kids,
all
so
day
women
long.
aren't doing it. Daycare workers now, to be honest, it's not the moms.
Not everyone grew up in an affluent household like you. They need a dual-income household in order to make ends meet in this economy.
Anna, you
live
talk,
in reality for
Anna,
one day
you
in your
talk,
life.
Anna, you talk for a living. It's kind of
do.
rich for you to come at me.
What do you do for a living?
I also talk, but I can acknowledge it's not that hard of a job.
Talk a lot of bullshit.
Well, you pretend it's more important than it is.
What if I'm talking to a girl and I found out she has a male best friend? To be honest with you, chat, me personally, like 9 out of 10 times when a woman has a male best friend, they either smashed already or she friend zoned him, but she knows deep down that at any given moment, if she wanted to, he could have her. You know?
Yeah.
You all right? So me knowing that, chat, means that this friendship is not a real friendship, and she knows it deep down. So it's like, yo, y'all gotta cut that loose, because I'm already knowing that bruh he's in a friend zone because you put him in a friend zone, which means that his intentions isn't naturally to be your friend. He's just waiting for the right moment when you need a shoulder to cry on to come slide up in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we Xing that out, chat. She admitted that.
Yeah, that was spot on.
That was spot on, right?
Yeah.
Don't be a simp.
Yeah, I mean, I need a bit more of an explanation. Like I guess women deserve less is like if you're saying, you know, you're just bending over backwards.
It's not rocket science, man. What I'm saying is men need to be more protective of their time, energy, and money and resources, and not just give it up and not just like, you know, simp for a girl and put her on a pedestal, because what ends up happening is you lose attraction. Women don't respond favorably to men that look at them as an equal or worse yet, a guy that pedestalizes them.
I don't think that
she should be pedestalizing you. That's when it works. She needs to be chasing your affection. You need to be the prize. And obviously for you to become the prize, you need to get in the gym, you need to make money, you need to become competent, you need to be able to be charming, charismatic. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, please.
We were the first match.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great, actually. Can you tell from my demeanor and my friendly vibe right now? But I have a question for you. You seem like the type that would do 50-50.
Interesting. Interesting.
Have you ever made a woman pay for herself on a date? Yes or no?
No. Oh, no. I have not, no. I feel I'm the provider of family.
You're the provider,
Yeah, I feel
so
like
you have money.
That's the role. We can get to that. Is that what you're here for?
No, I'm here for love.
All right.
But I can never love a broke man.
You got that?
So everybody put your head down if you don't have money.
These women, man, I'm telling you, they really don't know what they losing. I know that a lot of times they like to say the man fumbled. Telling you a man stop chasing you and start pursuing everything else in life that he wants. And once, you know, he might roll through town and it's going to look like a Lifetime, one of those Lifetime movies, except it's going to go in a different direction. Where you thinking the high-powered lawyer gets the good-looking guy who has a life full of love and happiness and integrity and all that stuff. It ain't gonna work out that way. He gonna say, "Who are you? I don't know you." Michael B. Jordan.
We know that when confronted with a problem, in general, men prefer problem-solving strategies and women prefer emotional coping strategies. So when women implicitly, or very commonly explicitly, demand that men forgo their preferred strategies which, by the way, are actually capable of solving problems in reality, and adopt their own preferred strategies, the subcommunication is, I don't want you to act like a man. I want you to act like a woman. And when men concede to this demand, usually out of a misguided desire to give women what they say they want, they grow increasingly feminized. And this feminization of men creates all kinds of problems, not only in these particular relationships, but in society at large as well. Think about it. When women implicitly want men to act like women, they typically feel entirely justified in their desire. And why wouldn't they? Remember, the entire therapeutic institution supports the idea that listening and validating is the solution to pretty much every problem of living. And what does this do? It authenticates the female way of solving problems as the healthy way of solving problems in particular, and it communicates that the female way of doing things is the right way of doing things in general. And this, to put it mildly, is an irresponsible overgeneralization.
I want you to apologize for telling my husband that I was having an affair. Like, you're my sister, and I trusted you.
I'm not apologizing for telling your husband that you were having an affair with a client of yours.
by the way, and you expected me to hide it for you. You should have lied. Honestly, if that's what it took. You didn't have to go behind my back. You just went basically straight to my husband. Everything. You expected me to hide that from him, like making me feel like I'm not doing that. And meanwhile, he was calling me, asking me for advice because he was planning on a vow renewal for you. He wanted to surprise you. He thought your marriage was worth fighting for.
Melissa, did you know that? Did you know that was the conversation?
Yeah, but honestly, it doesn't even matter. No matter what he's saying, she could have just stopped the convo, like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I have to go,"
and
then
turn it over to you to go solve.
You could have ruined your marriage. You ruined our trust, is what you did. I just need you to apologize, and then we can be okay. I'm not apologizing for that. What
you go ahead.
Should I have said to David when he's like, "You knew this the whole time"? The whole time, it was days. I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable lying to people's faces every day like you are.
If you won the lottery?
Yes.
I would take half of it.
Okay.
And then I'd leave you, never talk to you again, live on a private island by myself.
Okay, that's creepy. So what if I were to tell you that I've won the lottery?
Really?
And it was a scratcher, and I won $40. So here's half. And how about you get out of my car? You're gonna leave me now?
With $20?
After that answer, I wouldn't have even given her the 20.
A vida é uma doçura.
Bro looks like a shaved nutsack. Bro looks like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool without the Deadpool mask. Bro looked like he had stage 5 cancer and survived that. Bro got a face only a mother could love. Maybe not even that. And no matter what I say, he's still pulling, because I ain't hating on bro. Just a friendly reminder to all the men out there. You are not ugly, you are just broke. Because I can't even lie, shorty looked good. And he looked like that. The language sounds like Portuguese, so he's put in Brazil, and them women out there be fine. I give him that. I salute you, my boy. Yeah. I know women are gonna be like, ew, I could never. Shorty, shut the up. If the price is right, you going.
Hey, seriously, for a second though, like what would she do without me? You know, or you for that matter. I mean, and I don't have to tell you. It's like you know her forever. You guys go like way back.
Yeah, we go way, way back. She was full of confidence. She was so beautiful. I mean, I never knew anybody who had so much potential. And then she met you, Jeff. Jesus, did she love you? And here's Sunny, this woman who loves so hard and she tries so hard and she just ends up pouring all of that love into you for years. Jeff, do you know what that's like? To watch your friend, someone you love, someone who is like a goddess with the power to fly to the moon and shine a light on the world, and she ends up using all of that power just to keep her useless, boring, stoner husband barely afloat. It's just a shame, Jeff.
3 signs she's texting another dude. Let me put y'all on game real quick. If she's texting another dude, the signs are literally right in y'all face. So I'm gonna break down the 3 biggest ones. So go ahead and watch the whole video and save it, because if she's doing at least 2 out of these 3 things, especially the last one, she is texting another dude. Now, number 1, she suddenly gets busy at the same time every day. That could possibly mean that somebody else has her attention. And I'm not talking about she's busy because she's at work or something like that. I'm talking about she gets busy late at night when she should be home. But if you want to prevent this from even happening, I'm going to tell y'all what to do. All you have to do is use the green camera method. This method will instantly win her over, and she's going to drop everybody in her phone for you. Now, if you want to know how to use this method the right way, go ahead and type in the comments green camera method, and I'm going to let you know. The sooner you use this method, the better. Now, if you use this method and she's still texting other dudes or she's still showing these signs, I'm not going to lie, you may be cooked. Now, if you want to know if you're cooked or not, Go ahead and type in the comments, "Am I cooked?" and drop a picture, and somebody will let you know. Number 2, the energy in her text switches out of nowhere. Like 1 minute she's all flirty, texting back all fast, then the next she's all cold and nonchalant. I'm talking sending you one-word text messages. That's not mood swings, that's divided attention. She's texting you when that other dude is not texting her. Now number 3, last but not least, she hides her phone while y'all together. I'm talking face down on the table, she's quick to lock it. Like she won't even let you hold her phone while she's on aux while y'all driving. That's not just privacy. She don't want you to see the notifications she got coming in. Straight like that. For more advice and videos like this, go ahead and hit that follow button.
You know, the honest truth is, unfortunately for a lot of these modern women, men have realized the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. It's not worth it. Not at all. You guys are not worth my time anymore. I know that's probably not something that you want to hear, but I'm getting tired of messing around with you. You don't bring anything to the table at all.
Ladies, a man with purpose cannot just entertain anyone. Stay with me for a second, because when a man truly understands the assignment God has placed on his life, he becomes very careful about who he allows into his world. Not because he thinks he's better than anyone, but because he understands something a lot of people overlooked. The wrong woman can derail a man's purpose, and distraction is one of the fastest ways a man loses focus on what God called him to do. When a man is trying to build something, when he's trying to walk in his calling, when he's trying to be disciplined about his life, the people closest to him have a huge influence over where he ends up. The right woman can bring peace, encouragement, support, clarity, but the wrong woman can slowly drain his focus, create chaos, pull his attention in 100 different directions. And that's why purpose-driven men become selective about who they allow close to them, because they understand something very important. Time matters, energy matters, attention matters, and relationships matter. A man who fears God understands that the person closest to him will either strengthen his mission or slowly pull him away from it. And this is something a lot of people misunderstand about men with purpose. They think he's distant. They think he's guarded. They think he's too hard to assess. But the truth is he's protecting his focus, because when a man knows God has placed something on his life to build, he cannot afford constant distractions. And the Bible actually speaks about the influence a woman has on a man's life. In Proverbs 14:1, it says, "A wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down." Meaning, a woman has the power to either build what a man is creating or slowly destroy it. And the right woman understands this. She doesn't compete with his purpose. She respects it. She brings peace into his life. She strengthens the direction he's already walking in. The Bible even describes this kind of woman in Proverbs 31:12. It says, "She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." Meaning the right woman adds strength to a man's life, not confusion. So when a man with purpose is careful about who he allows close to him, it's not arrogance. It's discernment, because attraction might start a relationship, but character determines whether it lasts. Peace determines whether it grows, and alignment will determine whether it honors God. And remember, God does not miss.
So I have a quick news flash for modern women, right? Because I'm hearing too many modern women talk about how they don't want a man that's ran through. Newsflash, a man can't be ran through. I know that you guys want to use this argument as a way to deflect, because now you're upset because men actually have standards. See, what's happening is that men are waking up and now having standards and saying, look, I don't want a baby mom. I don't want a 304. I don't want a woman that's ran through. So instead of looking in the mirror and holding yourself accountable and fixing the trauma within to figure out why you think it's okay to jump from to you then decide that I'm just going to combat this by saying, well, I don't want a man that's ran through. Newsflash, a man can't be ran through. Even if you look at the animal kingdom, right? What does the male species do? They put their best foot forward so that they can have the best rate for reproduction, right? It's all about putting your best foot forward to then get the female species attention to then have the best chance to reproduce. Now let's take it to mankind, right? It is in a man's nature to conquer. That is what men have been put on this earth to do from God is to conquer. And I know a lot of women don't want to hear this, but it is in a man's nature to conquer more than one woman. So it is normal for men. It is not normal for us women. So I say all this to say, stop deflecting, because a man cannot be ran through. It's as simple as that. You can believe what you want to believe. You can deflect as much as you want to. But purity matters to men. Men do not want women who are ran through. It is what it is. Accept it and deal with the double standard like men deal with double standards every single day. But at the end of the day, the truth still remains. So again, recite it with me, modern women. Men cannot be ran through. Please stop with this foolishness. Thank you. It would be greatly appreciated.
Some of you are about to lose a good masculine man because he does not perform in the way that social media has told you he should. Social media right now is training women to reject masculine men, and then they wonder why they keep ending up with soft ones. This because women are watching the very emotionally expressive man on social media all day, thinking that their man should look like him, while her man that provides, protects, and also is loyal to her quietly sits next to her wondering why he's not good enough for her. A masculine man is often quiet, not passive, quiet. And that quietness is not weakness. It just means that he's emotionally regulated and is controlled. Masculinity expresses love through responsibility, not by being your circus monkey and performance, okay? Some of you women want a man that talks like a woman but leads like a man, and that combination just rarely, if ever, does exist. Because he might not say, I love you and I worship you and you're the most amazing creature that's ever lived 10 times a day, but his actions will prove it. By provision, protection, and giving you emotional and physical and financial stability. And let's not forget, social media rewards emotional performance, while real life rewards emotional stability. So let me just talk to the women who are slowly losing a good man because they want their man to look like the social media man. What if your man is wired like most masculine men? He solves problems, he carries stress silently, and he shows his love through responsibility, protection, presence, and loyalty. And what's truly sad and probably not acknowledged is that men who are quieter usually carry a lot more. He tends to fix problems that you never even knew existed. He handles stress without collapsing. He makes decisions when things get chaotic. He chooses to stay even when things are very, very hard. And he protects your peace, even when he's battling with his own struggles. So be careful, ladies, because while you're looking for a man that gives emotional theater, you're going to miss the man who is secretly trying to build the best, stable life for the both of you.
Look at the hypocrisy, right?
Some of y'all just will never cease to amaze me. View discretion is advised.
They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said. It's crazy. That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it, and no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was in your front of.
Oh no, people came up to me and was like, oh, you know, my fault. But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even, one of my homeboys reached out to me like, oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it. We teased him all the time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark. Yeah. That's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots?
That was a clip in question where she said she did not call Michael B. Jordan corny. The lack of accountability some of y'all possess, but I swear I don't know where I get this from. No, you may not have used the exact words corny. However, insulting someone chasing their dream is very disrespectful. It's actually worse than calling him corny. And just because you didn't use the actual word corny doesn't mean you weren't alluding to it. Y'all was making fun of his headshots because y'all consider what he was doing to be corny, lame, loserish. Her words are, my homeboy said that Michael said, my bad, yo. I read an article, that's why I thought you said it. How convenient. Now you got some magical homeboy that knows Michael B. Jordan that's delivering messages from Michael B. Jordan. Get the out of here. And she pointed out a wonderful point. She said that the disrespect was way louder than the apology, which should also mean that you should be just as loud with your apology to our Oscar-winning Michael B. Jordan.
But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Yeah. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know, the thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man.
And this is why now I watch what I do. And ma'am, your protection for Michael B. Jordan was not the make or break for his career. If you want to protect him, great. If you don't, by all means. You was talking about him. He did not forget. Now he's an Oscar winner. And you're sick because he called you out on it and he held you accountable for your words and your actions. Now you're trying to invite him to the show because he got an Oscar. No, he's not interested. Michael's busy. Take your L. Accept the fact that you were a shitty person towards this man at one part of your life. Accept the accountability, change your behavior, and move the on. And no, he may not be the actual Michael Jordan, but name Michael Jordan better than this one right here in the picture. I'll wait. Y'all keep the change.
I wholeheartedly disagree with this woman's approach to the mental load. Watch this.
I cannot stand when husbands tell their wives, just make me a list of all the things you want me to do. I'm not a mind reader. I always tell people, if you have me make a list, then I have to do more of the mental load. I now have to look at everything that needs to get done. Why doesn't your spouse, husband, boyfriend, whoever it is, see the exact same things that you see? Do they see that the toilet needs to be cleaned? Do they see that dinner needs to be made? Do they see that the house has to be cleaned? That laundry has to be done? That the kids have a birthday party coming up? That they need a gift? You should be able to see the exact same thing that your wife sees and do that, and your marriage should be going a lot better.
When your husband asks you to make a list, it's actually very loving because the dishes or the toilet or the laundry, they didn't stress him out yet. They're stressing you out. When he lived alone, he still took care of all those things. He probably just did it in a different time frame than you. So you feel like everything falls on you. Why? Because you hit a threshold of frustration around those things before he does. And so you just take them on. Instead of having a conversation and saying, hey, when I go to bed at night, if the sink is full of dishes, it really stresses me out. Do you think you could help me out and we could work out a system of getting them done so that at night they're not in the sink stressing me out? He'd probably go to bed and sleep perfectly fine with those dishes in the sink. But because it stresses you out, he's willing to ask for a list. Hey, what do you need in order to feel peace of mind? You guys, he's actually doing you a favor. His brain doesn't scan the house and see the mess the way that yours does, and he's not wrong for that. This is called a preference. It's not a moral absolute. So when you are asking him to step in and to step up and to do stuff more, it's okay to request that. But you have to remember that you are not morally superior to him because you want the dishes done or the toilet cleaned more frequently than he would naturally do it himself. You're actually asking him to meet you on your level. So it should be done in a complete form of respectful communication because you're asking him to join you at your level of urgency instead of you calming down and meeting him more at his level of urgency. So we don't recommend a list every day of the week. Sure, that would be exhausting. Establish a plan. Hey, I'll be in charge of this, you'll be in charge of this, and this is how frequently we do those things. Boom, done. Have the conversation one time. You both get to have a voice, but do not demean your husband for asking for a list. My gosh, what a loving thing he's doing for his wife.
Put a finger down.
Just another day in the office. View discretion's advised.
Back in October, you were out with your so-called friend, and her at the time jumped through the sunroof and beat her to a bloody pulp, so you had to jump in to save her life and rock his world. You spent all night with her in the emergency room because her eye was swollen shut, her nose was broken, and her neck was fractured, and she was bloody as
Okay, first question. Who the is this woman dating? The Hulk? Eyes swollen shut, neck fractured, broken nose. He did that all through a sunroof? And sweetheart, I know you say you rocked his world, but clearly you didn't rock it enough because look what he did to your friend.
You let her stay with you so she felt good and comfortable and then let her go about her life. You remained friends with her even after finding out she's still...
Okay, this is the part where your discernment is supposed to kick in. That man did all that to her, sent her to the hospital in critical condition, and she went back to him. That's where you walk away. That's where you leave that alone. You know what? Some people actually like getting their I don't know why. I don't know what kind of chemical imbalance they got going on in their head, but they refuse to walk away from the that's them up. And it's not your job to save them, honestly.
5 days ago, you went out with her on a girls' night. The same popped up, but he was being cordial and you mind your business. Along the night goes as you're having a girls' night with her and she goes missing. You go to search for her just to find her in the back of the club getting her beat outside. You go over there because she's screaming for help and get roundhouse kicked by her in the head.
Is this woman dating Jackie Chan? He roundhouse kicked you in your head? Ain't no way. Why do y'all choose friends like this? Because at that point, it's a decision to be around. He roundhouse kicked you in your head. How can you be friends with somebody and every time you around them, every time y'all hang out, you gotta fight their spouse?
You call your come run a fade before your even come. This goes missing. You tries to run a fair fade with him for days and he never shows up. Instead of showing up, he wants to start posting false information about you, saying you had actual relations and so-and-so.
Okay, we've added a new variable to the story. So you got a man and he's allowing you to hang around this girl that every time you're around her, you gotta fight her man? I don't know who to be mad at in this story. I'm pissed off at everybody.
You try to reach out to your friend and say, hey, what's going on? But, she was active online 15 minutes before he started posting about you, and then her phone was for hours on hours. Then you say, okay, he's running with this narrative of my niggas beefing with him because of a past thing that we had that's not true. So instead, you get all the information that you have from October till now, screenshots, photos, any evidence that you have to show what the narrative is really about, you post it. Oh, now your friend comes out of nowhere, her phone was messed up, and she's mad at you because you exposed everything instead of the fact that you're getting your ass beat and your man also hit your friend in the process.
Y'all all stupid, if you were to ask me. Your friend for going back to a man after he done proved to her that he ain't gonna change. That man being such a loser and putting his hands on a woman because of whatever the he got going on. Your boyfriend for allowing you to hang out with a woman that's already been proven to be in a situation that you are already a part of. And last but not least, you, because you continue to hang around somebody that clearly wants to be with someone that's whooping their. Like, you gotta think about the decision you've made. This is the part of some people I would never understand. The writing is on the wall. Why would you even bother putting yourself in the middle of that? Now look what's happening. But you know what? I know you ain't gonna listen to shit that I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it change.
And a lot of these guys, they'll tell you, man, once I got off those dating apps, start going out there and touching grass, living life, doing my thing. That's when I felt like I started thriving. That's when I felt like, things started clicking for me. I started figuring a lot of things out, going to the gym, decompressing, getting some of the stress up off my shoulder. And I've been cooking ever since.